Welcome back, Wastelanders. Here we go with a early showcase for my Starlight Drive settlement. I have been releasing footage of me building it. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of give you a showcase of what I've done so far. I've been dealing with some other things. Got 1.5 update out now for the PC, so I figured decorate a little bit and give you a showcase because I'm actually working on some other things right now. Some of my other mods that I wanted to do, I almost have to do kind of a new build. For some reason they're not taking hold. It's one or two of them. Some things I really wanted to try out though, so I'm kind of working on two different saves at the moment. No big deal. I probably have like 3 or 4 of them. Just different areas, doing different outcomes because I wanted to do all 4 endings on 4 different characters. So I pretty much accomplished that. So now basically what I'm trying to do is concentrate mostly on building and some other things. I've decorated some of it, but there's still some areas where you'll see here in just a second that I really do need to work on. And initially this was an area full of beds, and I have since changed it, but I have a workshop area here, and I really need to elaborate on this area. I like the architecture, but I'm not sure what to throw in here now, since I've been putting so much work into the other areas. This was my first kind of bedroom setting per settler, and I've since then, as you've seen in my previous episodes, if you've watched them that is, how I've basically made individual houses for all the different settlers. That damn lamp just will not stay up. I don't know how many times I've tried to fix that. But I'm going to show you my little club that I created in here. This was going a little crazy with some of the neons and the different colored lights and all this other kinds of stuff. But I also wanted to try some of the OC Decorator stuff, which is on this countertop that you'll see, which is currently behind me. It allows me to place things down to the point where settlers cannot knock them over. Those things are, it's like putting down like a floor piece or a lamp through the, obviously that right there is from a mod. It's actually not necessarily from a mod, it's normally in the game, but the mod just allows you to use it. All those things I can basically just place down. Little Christmas tree, Jangles the Moon Monkey. Not a lot of decorating, but I am working on it. I went a little bit more detailed in some of the houses. I still need to polish it up a little bit, add some more ambiance to some of the things. In this video I'm going to go over a daylight setting, and I'm also going to show a nighttime setting so that you can see how it's lit up. Put down some neon, and over there on the left hand side you'll see when I come back to it, I've got a new texture for the concrete. I actually kind of like it, and it makes it into like a brick. My little marketplace. Trying a couple different things. Figured those things actually worked out pretty good. I liked how those came out. The in between the shops. Here's my center garden, and it's kind of funny. I put the tar berries down there with the water. That settler automatically just started going down there. Not even sure how they got down there, because there's not a walkway. I guess she just appears. I want to show off the number there. She just appeared and started foraging the tar berries. I have no clue how she gets in and out of there, but I guess she just teleports. Got some new pictures. Hopefully it comes through okay, because those are Luis Royo, big artist. I love a lot of his work. I've got a lot of his posters. I've got miniatures, like pewter miniatures of some of his earlier works. Each one of these has its own number. At least I tried to. I think one house doesn't have a number. I have to go back and obviously add it. Very sparse. Not a lot of, a huge amount of decorating yet. But I kind of went through to each place, put down a couple of things, until I can kind of get the feel of how I want each of the areas to look like, or each of the houses to look. The way I kind of see it is each settler has kind of their own way of decorating things. Instead of me decorating everything like how I think it would be. There's another one that gets knocked over all the time, don't know why. Instead of me doing it how I feel it would be, I'm kind of trying to get into a mindset of each person is obviously going to decorate their house different, so I kind of went with a bit of a small theme for each one. Like in one house on the other side of the doctor's house, I kind of did like a sport theme, like baseball glove and baseball and a couple other things. Even got a basketball hoop on the wall. Something you'd see in like a sports bar or something like that. It's my public restrooms, shower area. A male and a female booth, stall, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully when modders get a little bit better at all this kind of stuff, maybe we can actually make those curtains move with physics. Now there's a lot of other things that they've been able to make move, not in this first iteration. Not sure why I decided to try and put this trash can back upright. You can spin them one way, you just can't spin them the other way. That drives me crazy. Trying to grab it from different angles. Finally, I just said screw it. Don't need to put it there. For some reason that neon didn't look like it was lighting up. Baseball cards and bottle caps. Just now getting an idea of what I think I'm going to do for that architectural room at the beginning. I think I'm going to put like an armory, because everybody lives here, but got to have people to actually guard the place too. So this is the doctor's house. Tried to add some things in here, some goofy stuff like a little waiting room. Did a table and doing a close up there. Put a table down, put some drugs on it, some other things that I think the doctor would be using. And yes, that is a plastic surgery chair. You can actually sit in it and change whatever you feel about your character that you wanted to change later or earlier. Yes, I had some Silver Shroud memorabilia that I threw on the table. Figured that guy looked kind of funky there, so I threw him there. Well, Silver Shroud calling card and the gun up on the shelf. I'm also releasing, I'll be uploading those before this video, some flybys. I was messing around with some slow motion camera work and what they call fly cam. Threw a clock up on the wall. Found it kind of cool that you can actually decorate with some clocks. Little cat bowl down there. So when I went kind of the colonial pictures, chessboard. That is not staying there. That's obviously, plus it's kind of levitating. Looks stupid there. That's when I went with a little bit different artwork and put one on the ground. I think I got that from Lois, and she probably got it from somewhere else also. It's essentially, you know, put a piece of art against the wall on the floor to make it look kind of more lived in. When I initially did that porch, I was thinking there was going to be more room in front of it, but with that new concrete building there, I guess there's not really much of a view anymore. I might have to change that, I'm not sure. Here is some more stuff you can get from the settlement mod. Basically, it might be a spoiler, but that comes in later in one of the other missions, and I purposely put that top down the way it's at an angle. Decorated this place a little bit. Threw some ammunition and some other things on there. I love the light those barrels put off. I need to work on this area up here too. Got the next room decorated pretty nicely, but I need to do the rest of the building. Plus that building was like my very first concrete building, and I did not do a very good job on it. Since then I've actually been making some guard towers in one of my other settlements. I actually think I got a pretty cool design down, so I'll have to showcase those in one of the other settlements that I have the walls or the guard towers down on. Here the dog, I don't know what this dog was doing. I guess he was trying to shake himself dry, but I'm going to switch over to a night shot here so that you guys can see what the place looks like when it's lit up at night. This is not going to be very long, just to show off some of the main areas. And I think I go through the club too. I don't know what these guys are doing. Just hanging around. I like those downward track lights, pointing them at the ground at certain areas. Here I'm showing off the candles that I ended up putting down underneath some of the ferns. I thought it looked really cool with the ambient light. And I think I just step in a few houses here and there just to kind of show some of the different lights. I really do kind of like this marketplace area. Turned out pretty good, at least in my eyes it did. If you guys don't agree, just let me know. See if I can try something different if nobody likes it. Okay, this about wraps it up. Hope to see you guys next time. I'll be releasing some other things, some more showcases. See how that goes.